Hello everyone, welcome once again into my studio, and today I would like to inspire you and show you how you wear your paper beads jewelry pieces. As you can see, it's totally wearable. You can uh, be casual with it, you can be dressy with it, and I wear my pieces when I go to work. I have a day job, in case you don't know, and this is how I roll in the daytime. No pun intended. So anyway, the other thing I want to show you is I call this layered ladder bangle because it started out as the concept is a ladder bracelet, but it's sitting on top of um, magazine base. So these are really nice and cool way to wear your ladder. And this comes in different colors, so I have made quite a few. This is very summer, very spring, and that also has a very nice, interesting inside of the bangle. So this actually starts out as a magazine bangle. I think you have seen me show this and talk about this, but I want to talk about it a little bit more. I want to show you how we made the inside of this bangle. So first, this actually starts out as a magazine bangle. I sold this on Etsy. I'm not sure if I still have them in my shop, but you can wear it like this, okay? And that's also very pretty, totally wearable. But I beaded the top part of it, so it becomes like this. That's why when you go look inside the bangle, there's pretty images on there, text and images. So let me show you. For example, this has a nice inside to it, so you can see it. So this is both pretty inside and out. So I am very happy with how this came out, because they are so just such statement pieces, and you will be able to enjoy this forever, for a long time. So I have that, and just want to show you the different colors as well. This one and this one. I made 5 so far, and I love it so much, and I am going to make more just to show you. But I am going to give a tutorial on how to do this. Not how to do this because the women in the Philippines, my partners in the Philippines, made this stuff. And I know that it took them days to make. So it's kind of work extensive. But I showed you how to make the base, right, in the previous video, where we did wrapped it with fabric and everything. This is how I did that, okay? The inside, I measured 1 inch from a cereal box and cut it down, and then I layered it with the 1 inch tube beads. So this is such a nice way to use the tube beads. And this is another one also that I did using the cereal box base. And I haven't showed you this, but I love this. It's so colorful. In fact, it goes with my outfit if I'm just wearing that, right? Look at that. it's pretty, and they are conversation pieces. So we will have a tutorial because I don't want to just show you something and then you like it and you want to learn it and there are no tutorials. So there is a tutorial coming up for this. Okay? And if you want this ones, you can also do this with the cereal box. Just make it wider because this is 1 1/4 inch, the beads that I used here. So anyway, you can find this on my Etsy, janicemay.etsy.com. So let's go and learn how to make these. And now for the tutorial, we will be making this 1-inch bangle, and you will need the base for this. So this is just from the cereal box, my previous tutorial, very simple, just glue it together like that. And you need 3mm beads, so these are just like metal beads with a little bigger hole. You need the 28 gauge wire. You need 1-inch paper beads. So let's begin. And the fabric, of course. So I just cut this. I think this is about 1 inch and cut from 42-inch wide fabric. So this is about 42 inches, and we will just wrap it around this bangle. Okay, so I made some changes. Instead of the metal beads, I realized the holes are smaller and it might be hard to do a demo on that. So and besides, I want to use something that you will have that's not hard to find, which is the 6/0 seed beads. Of course, your paper beads and the wrapped bangle base. Okay, so like I said, it has this little frayed edges on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like spray it with hairspray, and that should probably stop that from fraying, or if you have a better anti-fray something, that will be good. So now we'll start, I think it's better if I just put that on there, stringing your ladder onto this base. So you will cut a comfortable length of string, so I suggest like a wingspan, otherwise it's hard to control and then the wire will kink and then you have a problem. So first, put it through the bangle. I'm going to put the bangle down here so you can see. And then take, I'll do my left, take a bead, accent bead, shall we call it, paper bead, and an accent bead. Okay? And then you will crisscross these two wires. Make sure they all go through the 3 beads, and then pull the ends. Okay? Just pretend that your wire is like a thread, and just make sure that it's somehow centered, like so. Okay? And then put the wire under the bangle, pull it out, and do the same thing again. Put your accent bead on the side, paper bead, and then an accent bead. Crisscross, just like a ladder bracelet. That's what you're doing. Okay. And when you have like a bent wire, then things doesn't work out so smoothly. But you get the idea. Okay, crisscross. And then pull. Okay, so you continue to do that. I will come back when we run out of the string, and I will show you how to end it and to add another string. So when your string kinks like this, it's bad news. So I would, you know, straighten it out a bit or cut off the tip that's bent. Okay, of course your your wire got shorter. So I will come back when I have beaded about this much and ready to change new wire. So now it's time for us to end this piece and add another length of your wire. I just did like 6 rows, so obviously I was cutting a shorter wire just for ease in showing you how I'm doing this. So we're going to do the last the last step to end this is crisscross the wire from underneath, and then same thing, you put in your accent bead, your paper bead, and your accent bead, and then you will crisscross but not through the last bead, just the first bead, the paper bead, and not through this one. So we're just coming out from the paper bead. Okay, and then pull. Now sometimes the bead goes under the bangle, but just try and pick it up from there. So now it's like this, coming out from the bead. Now this wire, we put it under, and then we will put it through here, the green bead, so that these two wires will meet right here. Okay, so I wish this were longer, but you know, what can I do? Just give it a twist, 2 or 3, like that, to make it secure. And then you will thread this back through the paper bead and through the accent bead if you can. Sometimes just go through the bead and not through the accent bead, and that's fine too. In fact, let's do that just through the paper bead. Okay, sometimes it's hard. Okay, that you pull it a little bit down, and then do the other string also just through the paper bead. Where is it? Because it's a lot shorter. I wish it were longer. Okay, let's do it again. Through There it is. Okay, and I'm just gonna pull that up with my chain nose. As you can see, pull it just enough that this will all go inside the paper bead. There you go. Okay, not too much. And then you will cut this off very close to the hole of the bead. Okay, so there you are. You're finished with this part. Now, to add another piece of wire, again, just take a wingspan or more. It's up to you. If you're okay with working with longer piece, then that's good. So you don't have to keep on adding. But to add the new wire, just thread it through the accent bead, the paper bead, and the accent bead. If you can do it in one swoop, you're in luck. Because this can be, you see, I can see the wire, but then the bead is curved down and it's having a hard time. So now my wire is kinked. So let's do that again, just through. Okay, fine, I'll do it one by one. Accent bead, and then through the bead, paper bead, and just make sure it doesn't kink, and then through the bead. Okay, it doesn't want to go easy, so fine. Okay, so now you pull it through and then just get it centered, and then again crisscross underneath your bangle, and then just continue doing the same thing. Now you're ready again to start with your accent bead, paper bead, and accent bead. Okay, and get the other end, and you continue doing that, and then adding the wire, the new wire, and then we will get to the part where we end it. But by now, my smart viewers, you've been doing this a long time, right? You probably figured out what's the next step, and you don't need to see the rest of the video. But for those of you who are new, then you can watch me end this. Okay, there you go. So I'll come back when I have beaded the whole bangle. So now I am to the finish line here, and I just need to add one more. I think I changed or added a new wire. This is the third time, so it's totally okay, because see, you cannot really see where it started and where it ended. So now we are ending this, and crisscross under the bangle one more time, and then add your bead, your accent bead, and add your paper bead, and then another accent bead, and we are ready to end this. Okay, we will end it by this going through the paper bead but not through the last accent bead, and just make sure that bead will fall under your bangle, but it's easy to bring back up. Okay, because this will be going out through the paper bead, if you remember, and then put this wire under, and we will have them meet up here. And this is how you are going to end, by twisting these two wires together, and then have it go through the paper bead, and this one as well through paper bead. It's going through that bead. That's going through that. Why is it that if you don't want it to go, if you want it to go there, it wouldn't, and if you do want it, I don't know, but okay. Okay, it's very stubborn. It wants to go through the bead. So this is the challenge that you're going to be having, obviously. Okay, here we go. So now we have both wires through here, and just pull it through. You can actually hear it as it go into the bead. So now you have your finished bangle. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It's not a perfect circle, if you can see. You know why? Because it's man-made. There it is. Very nice. I'm very happy, and I love the print of the fabric that you can see from the inside and outside. So I hope you like the tutorial today, and you can see the other pictures I'm going to post on my Facebook. Thanks for watching.